Hello, listeners, and welcome one and all to the Playtesters, a real play podcast where we play and, in some cases, test out new tabletop role-playing games that are not Dungeons & Dragons. Come with us on a fun journey as we learn how to play together as a new group of players with new game systems to play along the way. Welcome back, listeners. In this session, we will be playing a one-shot of Fabula Ultima. We built our world in the last session of the Playtesters, so let's jump in and give this game a shot.
Let's all try out Fabula Ultima this Thursday evening. Last time we got together, we did our world building exercise where we created this kind of noir Mobius strip jelly filled paper loving world. And we made some characters. We got them put together. That was a week ago. And this week we are going to go ahead and put tire to the road, so to speak, with this. I put together what it should be about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of material, depending on how you guys tackle it. We'll see how long it takes to get through it all. But we're going to be running this in Foundry. We did off camera just a brief how we do things with the tabletop itself. I'm going to go over just a couple quick Fabula Ultima rules to keep in mind while we're playing. So first thing is all checks in this game revolve around 2 dice. I set one of the dice. You get to determine what the other die is. You just need to give me a good reason why you picked that die. That's actually an optional rule in the book, but I think that that's just the best way to play this game. It leads to the best outcomes for success for everybody at the table. When we get to combat, we play with the it's not an optional rule, it's an updated rule. And the way it works is when you're facing regular enemies, one player will go, then I go, then you go, then I go, back and forth. Your initiative order is fluid. You can determine who goes first, who goes last, and that can change every single round. You don't need to stick with anything. Like if one person wants to go first this round and they want to go last next round, do it. There's that. We'll figure out the rest of the stuff as we go. This should be fun. Let's try it out. All right. So, setting wise, I took some liberties. This is about 2 years after the end of the Paper War. So, 2 years after the Paper War ended, you all received a letter from an old friend of yours, Noreen Glass. She had called you to meet over at one of the local taverns in Pape Noir, the city that finds itself very fond of paper and not cardboard. And she wanted you to meet at this place called the Gilded Flask. The Gilded Flask was one of the watering halls you all showed up to during the Paper Wars when you got some time to not be so bogged down in the conflict. When you all arrived, Noreen was nowhere to be seen, but you found your usual table. You all got your favorite drinks. You sat down and you started reminiscing about the times that you spent together during the conflict, which is nice that you're inside near the fire because it is rainy and stormy and very cold outside. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys now to role play between each other, get to know your characters, introduce them to everybody, and get some cohesion going.
So Gregor begins walking into the tavern and goes up to the bar saying, "I'd like my usual," as the bartender knows that is just a whiskey on the rocks for him. he takes off his helmet. He's wearing this purple runic armor with a few like purplish scarves around his neck. He takes off his helmet to reveal his quite pale complexion, as he's been a resident of Papier Noir for most of his life, in a lot of like the darkness that typically surrounds the area. He's bald with a couple of neck tattoos on him. They seem to just be these like kind of tribalistic looking lines on him. As he then makes his way over to the table and waves over one of his friends that he sees, also entering in.
Nyx comes in to the tavern and she doffs her bright orange paperboy cap, shakes the rainwater off of it. Her immediate action is to just survey the bar to see how many people are there, to see which familiar faces she recognizes. She recognizes Gregor, kind of nods her head, and then puts her cap back on. She'll walk up to the bar, put up two fingers silently. Again, a regular here. The bartender knows what to give her. She'll take them both, and noticing that the table is maybe mostly empty at this point, still silently, she'll take the seat that's furthest away from the fire. Although she is corralling her own fire magic, she still wants to be distant from it when it's not a fire that she can control. She'll kind of, again, shake off her clothes. She's wearing a long, almost like a detective's jacket, it kind of looks like. It's open, bright red buttons. Sleeves are rolled up, yellow underneath. She's wearing black pants with a belt, a bright orange belt, a vest that is outlined with orange flame-colored lapels, a red tie under a dark button-down shirt, bright orange boots. She has a rapier at her side. Her broken mechanical wings are folded against her back. They are inoperable. They do not work. They have no magic. They have no powers. They do not unfold. And she'll just sit, taking her 2 drinks, and sip.
So as you sit at the table, though, you do see a what appears to be a half-drank glass of milk. And then you catch out of the corner of your eye, Ode comes bounding over, with J-Dog in tow, his little jelly dog. And he's like, oh, J-Dog, good, get you a little bit of exercise. And then says, I'm going to have to go get a towel from the bartender to kind of clean up some of that mess you left back there, though. And then, so Ode pops a squat on the bench next to you, and you see before you the familiar blue tinted hair and very, very magnetic green eye of this Cyclops. This male Cyclops that is kind of at the table here, and he's got a goggle that sits atop his head, and he's wearing, he's got like a saddlebag, like a side messenger bag with a lot of like just clinking bottles and things like that in it, and he's got a kick-ass chain whip that hangs off the opposite side of where his messenger bag is. And he's just like wearing like, pretty standard working man's pants. And he has it's like this tunic / pirate shirt combo thing going on. He's trying to be a little bit dressy because he's in a bar and and he's just excited to see some old familiar faces, like as other semi-regulars that he's been happy to interact with over the years. And then I'm sorry, Meg, you said your name is Nix, is that correct?
Nix, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just nods and says Nix, and then proceeds to drink his warm milk.
And then Dap tiredly prances into the bar and kind of like silently acknowledges everyone at the table, and when he goes at the counter, just kind of like in a hushed tone asks for milk, very whole, and goes back to the table, and again just extremely tired, and you can just see, the grown fur that's made his really thick mustache is just a little disheveled, and under his breath you can still hear him kind of utter the words of that cut, and he kind of like gets his little paw and he kind of like runs it through like the cut little ear above his head, and so then he kind of like waits for his cold drink to arrive.
Billy steps out from behind the bar with the drink in her hand, color of red with a lot of bubbles, and takes a sip as she winks at the bartender. Thanks for letting me make my own. And she looks over at the table and sees everyone she recognizes, and, oh, hey, guys! And she kind of skips over. As she skips, you can see her, like, flowing black, like, draping silk top kind of flowing around her. It's trimmed in purple, but her clothing is still predominantly, like, a darker color. She is from Noir, so she tends to have the darker purples and the blacks and darker greens in her attires. You do see a small little pistol strapped to her waist. And on the other side, she has what looks like a small little Bowie knife. She goes skipping over and takes her seat next to you guys and just kind of smiles as her hair kind of just drapes, like, kind of messy, but it's mostly straight with a little wave. It looks a little frizzy from under her cap, and she just smiles at you all. How we doing tonight?
Ode reaches over and gives you like this weird like sideways like fist bump thing where it's like the top of the hand instead of the front, and like just kind of goes, hey. It's like, hey, how's it going? How you doing?
Good. I'm glad they still let me back behind there so I can make these little things.
Man, Dap, you look really tired today. No offense.
No, it's okay.
You have a long day?
A little bit. Down at the paper mill, it gets a little tiresome, and then you kind of like see like through the little like matted fur, like every now and then like you see like little cuts of paper, and he still just kind of like goes like swipes at his little cut ear. He goes, and what about you? You're not tired at all?
No, man, I'm great. This is a good time. It's good seeing all you guys, and good to see that Captain Sirius managed to make it this time. And he looks over at Gregor. It's like, did you guys all get this letter?
Nix will pull the letter from the inside of her coat pocket. Yep.
Yeah, Philly just nods her head. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the same.
I did indeed, and yes, I'm always happy to be surrounded by your happy aura, Ode.
I do what I can. I do what I can, pal.
So the letter you all received, not completely cryptic, but it's cryptic enough where Noreen tells you to all meet her here. And it's postmarked weeks ago. For some reason, she sent them out to be delivered at a specific time to you through the postal service. It tells you, they all say the same thing. She found something. I can't tell you what I found. If anybody found out about this, it could start the whole thing all over again. Meet me at the Gilded Flask. I'll be there by midnight. So you have, it's roughly 10 o'clock now. You have roughly 2 hours before she's due to show up. During this time, I just want to know what each of you were doing during the paper war.
Nyx was on the battlefield. She is a fallen Valkyrie. She was tasked with helping to usher the fallen souls on the battlefield to their next chapter. And during a particularly big skirmish, she became trapped on the battlefield and basically panicked. She lost her bearings. She lost her focus. She couldn't tell who she was supposed to save, who she was supposed to leave. And in her panic, she summoned her magic, which is something that she was told to only use in the most desperate of circumstances to help her with her mission. And she summoned a firestorm, and she ended up doing more damage than she was supposed to save. She took more souls than she was saving. When the smoke cleared on the battlefield, she discovered that her wings were broken. Their struts were snapped. The bolts that helped to expand them were broken, bent, completely, utterly useless, and she fled. And for several months, she stayed in the forest, basically in hiding, trying to come to terms with what she had done and what she needed to do in order to repent, in order to find her redemption, in order to maybe become a risen Valkyrie again. In the last year or so, she slowly made her way back into town, doing odd jobs to keep herself busy. In her downtime, she has tried to hone her magic, tried to understand it, tried to be able to control it better, at the same time controlling her temper and her panic. So again, she fought in the war, and now she's trying to escape from the war that's still in her head.
Gregor, on the other hand, did not fight in the war. However, he was asked to many times, being that he was a monster slayer who would often go into the forest to slay beasts that would harm the people of Papier Noir and Nouveau, the other town. During the war, however, someone very important to him did pass due to the actions that people had taken during the war. And that changed his stance quite a bit near the end.
Oh, go ahead.
For Dap, he was just a normal soldier in the war, but a medic happened to witness him bandage up a wound with no prior medical knowledge, and on the spot, because the stitching was so good, he offered him a combat medic position. So that was the start of his knowledge of healing others, and And after the war, he tried to rebuild his life again. But by doing that, he's at the lowest of the totem pole at a paper mill. So not only is he trying to rebuild his life and heal that, but all the workers around him as well.
So, so Ode, when the paper war was going on, so right at the start of the paper war during the draft, Ode took off, so he was a draft dodger, and he went off exploring and hunting down like unique materials, herbs, and then like different minerals and ores and things like that to help sort of build his repertoire of things, components, whatever that he would use to help him make his bombs and potions and whatnot. And he got back, and it was probably about they were heading, the two cities were heading towards the completion of the peace treaty by the time he got back, and the law picked him up, and he got off with community service, and like literally just finished it up like a week or two before everybody met together in the tavern. And everybody knows that he was a draft dodger. And depending upon how you felt about the war determines whether or not you like that aspect of Ode.
I think we're still needing one person to go.
During the war, Philly started out, she was a supply runner. She was really fast and she could get in and out of just about anything. So they really trusted her with travel. Through her time, she ended up meeting someone who became like her mentor with sharpshooting. So they taught her how to like use a pistol, how to shoot, how to aim, everything like that. And over time, as the war progressed and kind of started getting towards its end, and jelly kind of started coming into the mix, Jack, her mentor, he decided he wanted to start finding a way to kind of funnel some jelly around, and she decided to join him, and they kind of had a little bit of a jelly like speakeasy going on. But in some dealings with that, a deal went south, and Jack did not return. So she's been out just trying to find some answers about that. Since then, she's come across all of you and made friends with you, and is just trying to kind of keep going, find a new way to walk this path of life.
Okay. So Noreen had met each of you either during or shortly after one of those pivotal events that you just talked about. And she was just a nice person in town. She was part of the resistance with Noir. She doesn't really buy into or believe in the whole big paper thing. She sees them as what they really are, a bunch of old, rich, corrupt individuals that are just wanting to maintain their stranglehold on whatever wealth they have. They look at jelly as a necessary evil. Like we need to deal with jelly because there's no sense in really fighting against progress. But we're not going to let anybody else control the forests and these trees. The pulp must be theirs. It must be theirs. And Noreen functioned like a bit like a political firebrand. She never raised a weapon, but she was out there organizing the community and doing what they could to set up mutual aid networks and sneak resistance fighters in and out of the city as best she could. So she made a name for herself, and you all dealt with her in that capacity at some point, whether it was finding some medical supplies for Dap or some ammunition for Philly, or, you know, maybe she just stumbled across Nyx at her absolute lowest point. At some point, that's when you all met her. So this cryptic message is a little isn't out of place entirely, but you're probably just a little bit concerned because of how long ago these were sent, with a postmark for today. Like that's a little outside of what's normal for her. If she wanted to reach out to you, she would do just that. So you do have a bit of concern there. Free time to do whatever you want, or we can progress the story forward. Was there any kind of, if you want to do some more freeform role play with each other, or lore dive?
I was just going to ask one question real quick though to the table. Did you guys know you could like schedule mail out weeks in advance? Did you guys all get what's your dates on your mail and stuff? Like, did we all get these like I mean, this is local mail, man. It shouldn't have taken like weeks to get it. So did you all get the same thing on yours? Is your post date like way far away from when you got it?
Yeah.
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 It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, I got nothing else, but that's just weird to me.
Yeah.
Something doesn't smell right, and it's not just J-Dog.
Gregor will just like directly speak to Nyx for a moment and just say, have things been progressing any better for you? Or have they been mostly the same?
Today was better than yesterday. Tomorrow will be better than today. Slow steps.
It's been the same for me. I'm glad to hear that you're also improving.
And she will raise her glass as a cheers across the table.
He does the same and takes another sip of his whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you guys might feel better if you drank some warm milk once in a while. Like when I'm in a really bad mood, I just have a glass of warm milk and I feel nice and relaxed. I mean, ask Dap. Like Dap drinks milk all the time. I don't know if it's warm or not, but I mean, he seems to be doing all right for himself. Except, man, you gotta like wear. Don't they have stuff you can wear at the paper mill like you got all kinds of paper cuts, man. What's going on?
You do see him kind of like a little too submerged in his milk, like it's a little too big for him. So like the mustache, like when he goes back up, it's just kind of like dripping. So now you kind of understand like sometimes why his fur is a little matted. So as he's like quickly trying to like paw away at the dripping milk, he's like, oh well, it's just I get a little clumsy. It's just sometimes I'm just so focused on like making sure everyone else is doing their job right. It's kind of hard for me to kind of focus on mine. I'm sorry. And he's like trying to just now quickly just trying to fan out the mustache.
Nyx will pull the pocket square out of her vest and kind of shake it out and hand it over to Dap. You missed some there, my friend.
So yeah, he grabs it and then like kind of like cat fashion, he doesn't like actually dap it. It's just he kind of like rubs his little face. But, he goes, thank you.
Dap, do you need some more?
Magically comes back.
Dap, do you need some more? Do you need me to make you some more ointment? I can to help like heal those cuts. I can. I mean, I've been producing a lot of it lately. It's actually a nice little side gig for me.
Oh, really? Yeah. That'd be really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm thinking on calling it something like something sporin. I haven't quite figured out the whole name yet, but once I get it, man, the thing's gonna sell like hotcakes. I'm telling you. You know, it's
Oh,
it's first aid in a tube.
Amen, brother. I love that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the hour draws near. It's about 15 minutes to midnight. Then it's midnight. Then it's 12:40, 12:15, 12:20. The bartender, this middle-aged or possibly older man who's seen much better days and seems to be surviving off a steady diet of nicotine, whiskey, and bitterness, keeps eyeballing you. And he's like, says over the bar after the last of the regulars stumbles out, it's time for you guys to finish up your drinks and get on out of here. We'll be shutting down here pretty soon.
I think. Dap just kind of like, just slowly like looks over his shoulders. He does like the Puss in Boots thing, just like, and looking at him, just like, come on,
Guys, why isn't Noreen here? Shouldn't
I don't
Reenie
know.
be here
She's
by now?
different.
Perhaps
Norm-
this was. Perhaps she wanted us to just come together one more time. It has been a while.
Not like her to call for us and not show.
Yeah.
I mean, we can all just hang. We don't need special letters all sent in a special time frame for us to hang out together. That seems kind of a little hardcore even for her. You think she's should we try to should we try to find her? Like she should have been here, right? We all got the same letter. Like she said she was
Something
going to
wrong
see
must
us all
have
here.
happened.
So
Yeah.
the bartender overhears you guys all talking about this. He goes, "Oh, you must be those people I sent those letters for Noreen for." Sent those letters to. That's the way it's said. Sent those letters to. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a couple weeks at this point. She gave me those letters to send, and then she just disappeared. She does keep an apartment across town, though.
Mhm.
Maybe she left some clues there, but I haven't seen her. And she did have me send those letters. So
Did she tell you to send them on a certain date? How long ago did she give you these letters?
she gave them to me, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and told me to send them the following Friday. She said she needed time to check out a couple leads. Didn't know if she was going to be back in town or not by the time she finished.
So she left town. That's why we haven't seen her.
Hmm.
Did any of you know that she was leaving?
I had no idea.
Oh, I didn't.
She didn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
Perhaps since we are clearly not going to see her, maybe if we're not going to see her here, perhaps we should head over to that address.
Yeah.
Bartender, would you be able to give that to us?
He jots it down and hands it over. Yeah, she's one of my best customers here. Always pays her tab on time and does bring me some new regulars. So if you can find her, that'd be great. Wouldn't let anything bad to happen to her.
Quick out of game question. Zenit. 1 Zenit equals what? Like $1?
Yeah, it's one
Something like
currency
that?
unit. Game only has one unit of currency, so
That's fair.
a
That's fair.
dollar, a gold.
Yeah, I slap a couple Zenit down on the bar as I start to head towards the door with J Dog. Let's get going, guys.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So navigating through Pape Noir is, for locals, not all that difficult. Although it's cold, it's foggy, it's rainy, nothing out of the ordinary for this time of the year. The sun has made its dip through the strip and is centered squarely on Pepe. God, how do you pronounce that? Nouveau? There we go.
Yeah, Nouveau.
It's centered right there. It's the sun is in its cycle of giving them light. So you're going to be trapped in some nice dreary darkness for a while, which, isn't so bad if you're a local to Noir. It's what gives it its nice flair. As you make your way down these streets, which remind you out of game, they'll remind you of 1920s New York or Chicago. Tall stone buildings. There's fireplaces. They're giving off smoke up through the chimneys. The lights are still gaslit. So there's a system of something. Well, jelly's fueling them now. But jelly filled. Think of them as those old gas lamp street lights. But the sputtering sound of burning jelly fills the air and gives it its nice distinctive smell of mixed dust, rain, and whatever burning jelly smells like. Slightly fruity, so it's not completely unpleasant, but still a little acidic in the nose. After several minutes of walking, you find her apartment complex. It's called Glencoe Key. And what you notice is one of the city guard. They're skulking around the area. And if you know anything about the city guard, they usually have some what's called arcane lanterns nearby. These are automatons fueled by magic that they can use to do surveillance or to aid them in detaining criminals or troublemakers. You also know the guards in Pape Noir are notoriously corrupt. And this particular one seems to be eyeing Noreen's apartment from the ground and has one of the lanterns doing a bit of a flyby on it. This is where you get to, as a group, decide how you're going to deal with the guard. Anything is on the table that you can think of. So,
you'll see Ode kind of like he is it still a blink if it's only one eye? I think, yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you see him blink his one eye like kind of rapidly, and he squints a little bit. He's like, and he takes his goggle and he puts it down over his eye as a way to protect a little bit from all the because he's from Nouveau, right? So like this is he's a little sensitive to the extra dark. So it's like weirdly like this goggle is like to help like deal with the darkness sensitivity and provide a little like almost ambient light like right in front of his vision. So it's a little bit less aggressive for him because he's used to Nouveau, which has a more standard cycle of light to dark and also is a generally brighter place anyway. And their jelly burning is a lot less pollutive than Noir. And so he's just kind of staring at the guard. It's like, what are you guys thinking? I can make a bomb and throw it at him, but I don't want to get too aggressive right out of the gate, I guess, so what are you guys thinking?
Let's see if we can get some info before we cause some chaos.
You don't want, I'll just hang out back here then in the background a little bit. You don't want me to be the talker.
Gregor
I'm
also
not a fan of the law.
Gregor also sheathing his heavy spear, looking a little disappointed that he doesn't get to use it immediately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like Ode has a moment with Gregor, and we just kind of shrug and just like,
Next
can't blow
time.
up all the things, I guess, right? Yeah.
We'll do it on the next one.
Oh boy.
I'm shifting it.
Who's yeah, we need a spokesperson here.
Could I? They're not like they haven't noticed us or anything, right?
No, they haven't noticed you. It's just you're not going to be able to just stroll past this individual without them noticing you. I read my note a little too literally when I set it up. You got to the apartment complex. He appears to be doing surveillance on this area. You just know you won't be able to just like walk in the building without him noticing you do that. So you got to figure, you
Okay.
do. Yeah, he hasn't noticed you yet, but if you go up to the door or make yourselves known, he will very easily see you.
We could always just take the direct route and go right past him. Or at least one of us could.
But like someone's gonna have to talk to him though. Like they're not just gonna let us go by. That's not how these guards do it. It's gonna cost money, or they're gonna just be a bully and be a jerk or something. Like we can't send Dap over there. Like he's a little guy. He's just gonna this guard will just pull one over on him.
No, you're right. I'm saying I could just go up to him and try to get in. He'll notice me, and maybe one of you guys not in heavy armor can move past him.
Oh, like a distraction thing, you're saying?
I'm very good at that.
I could try and get him to help us. I have an unexpected ally. I could just be like, "Hey, bud."
That does usually work.
Go with your. I say go with your gut. Go with what feels right.
What feels right.
I feel like Philly has
Right?
the gift of gab. Yeah.
All right.
I think everybody's just at this point probably just starting to kind of back up a little bit and like how when someone says please take a step forward and everybody else steps backward.
We all went on standby, and Philly's the only one on the ready.
All right. You see her just kind of like start like bouncing, like shaking around. She's like, "I got this. I can do it. All right." And then she turns and starts heading over towards the guard. She starts to kind of like wobble and like stumble a little bit and gets this really high giggle, just like, oh no, wait, where am I? And just keeps like walking towards him, almost half stumbling. By the time she gets probably about a foot out, she does start to almost do a header like into the ground, like towards him.
Okay.
Like,
Were you invoking unexpected ally?
right now she's just gonna see if she can like try and talk to him. So she's gonna pretend to be drunk, like she needs help figuring out like what building is this. Like
All right, yeah, let's do it. So what do you say to him?
She kind of stumbles forward and like reaches out like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I need to I am in public. I need to get home. Hi, how are you?"
Fine. We're doing fine tonight. You look a little sauced. You been drinking?
Yes. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I have. What brings you outside? Well, just I'm outside, right? I'm out. Yeah, I'm outside. This is key. She's like looking over at the building. This is my build. No, it's not my building. It's my building.
This is Glencoe Key, you see?
Oh, Glencoe Key. Oh.
Glencoe Key.
Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't. Well, I haven't seen you around here before.
I do guard. I do patrol all up and down the city. See, you should get yourself back to your apartment. You know, it's against the law to be drunk and in public.
Oh, that's
Quick way to spending a fine and a night in the pokey.
Question: what do we see? Like, is the interaction like between the guard and Philly, like in close quarters, kind of like where he's engaged to the point of distraction, maybe perhaps? Like I'm looking at it from the perspective of, could I maybe try to find a way to get around in this distraction and maybe cut past him or not?
I don't know how close Philly got to the guard. That's up to them.
She's pretty close. And she kind of like drunk stumbled.
Especially if you're gonna like almost stumble into him, I feel like you'd be like almost like close to the personal space, but not quite, maybe.
Yep. I think she's gonna try and I'm gonna try the unexpected ally. And she'll look over to him and just say, "Oh, thank you so much for reminding me of that. Would you be able to help me get home?"
Okay. That I would say is you've been respectful, you've been kind, and that's a reasonable request to the city guard. Go ahead, spend your Fabula point off your character sheet.
Okay.
And the guard will say, normally I don't take people, normally this isn't, part of my job, but seeing as you're not in the best state and this isn't the safest part of town, I'll do what I can to get you home. Which direction do you live in? And he points both sides of the road.
Just gonna look around and just wait quick out of game. If I did we want him like gone, or just to help you guys get in?
I think it's up to you, and we play with however you set it up.
Okay, sounds good.
I think we're just literally waiting for enough of a distraction to start making our way past.
Okay. All right. So she is just gonna point off to the right. I go,
Okay.
I'm that way. That way. I know, yeah, that way.
Okay. And he's
she'll
gonna
just
he's gonna walk with you, and 4 lanterns, these like diamond shaped 3-dimensional diamonds with a bit of flicker inside of them. There's 4 of them. They're gonna kind of whir behind you guys as you walk down the direction that you're leading this guard.
Okay.
The guard will stay with you, and you will be out of the scene for as long as you want to. So when you get to a building and you're like, yeah, this is my building, the guard will, at that point, once you go inside, will turn around and go back to where they were to do their job. So you have them for a reasonable distance to a building of your choice.
Okay.
As long as the story stays believable and they're not like, hey, you've been walking me 13, 14, 20 blocks away, you'll still be okay.
It'd be so funny if you just were like, no, actually, no, I screwed up. I'm the other way.
No.
Every block,
Every
block, it's the other way.
So as soon as you start to get, as soon as Philly starts to get out of out of range of the guard and hopefully the lantern's really noticing a whole lot of activity, I just kind of motion to the group and I motion my hand like let's go to the door, guys. Come on, let's go see if she's home. Something's going on.
Yeah, let's go.
Did the little drone go with him?
All the drones went with them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we gotta move. We got a lot of time.
Giving us our opportunity. We gotta go.
So the door to the apartment complex at the building itself, unlocked. You can just walk on in. Her apartment's on the 3rd floor, street side. You have the apartment number. It's very easy to find after you climb a couple flights of stairs. You find her front door. From the street, you notice that there were no lights on in that apartment, and you're not hearing anything through the door either when you arrive to it.
Check the door to see if it's unlocked.
It is locked.
Ode, how upset do you think Noreen would be?
But if you broke the door down,
Yes.
I mean, she'd probably get over it. I mean, we could pull some of our Zenith together and get her a new door if we. I mean, we need to know she's okay, right? That seems logical to me. Nix, you agree?
You do it quietly.
How do you break down a door quietly? That's not a thing. That's not how that works.
If we get caught, we just say that we're maintenance and we're fixing the door.
Wait, what if like so wait, Dap, are you like the size of an actual like house, like a regular house cat, or like a little bit more
like a little petite cat?
Oh my god. Is there like a cat door on this door by chance?
Ooh,
Okay.
or vents.
So, the answer to that is maybe. So Fabula Ultima has something in the game called Fabula points. You all have some of them. We saw Philly spend a point with their ability for unexpected ally. You could use Fabula points to reroll checks if your dice didn't cooperate with you. You can also spend a Fabula point to add story elements to the game. So if you wanted there to be a cat door on this apartment door and somebody wanted to spend a Fabula point to make that canon to the story, you could do that.
I 100% will do that for the sake of this, for this one shot and the fact that this is going to make this really fun. So Ode gets down. Ode's like, wait, Gregor, hold on a second. You know, Nix is right. Nix is right. See, Nix, I can't say when you're right. See, I can acknowledge it. It's fine. It's okay. And then I get down on my knees and I start to like feel around the door, and then I knock at the bottom of it, and then it releases whatever catch, and the bottom of the door like flaps back and forth a little bit. And I was like, Dap, it's a cat door. I have to I'm about to say pet door, and then I correct myself to cat door. So I'm not offensive.
Like just super dilated. He's like, oh, and like just like how the cats kind of like do the little butt wiggle. He's just like, oh, and he goes straight for that door because he knows like exactly what you're pointing at. So he goes through the door, and I assume on the other end, like it's perfectly doable for me to just like get my little cat paws and just unlock the door.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I just kind of do it, and I grab onto the little claws, and so everyone just hears a little bit of struggle, and then it opens up for you all.
All right.
Gregor, you should probably go in first.
Okay. He looks a little sad that he didn't get to just break something, but he immediately changes his tune, becomes a little bit more like perked up and happy that he's able to go in first. So yeah, Gregor will head on in. What does he and Dab see?
So you step in, and this is it's a 1-bedroom apartment. It's got a bit of an open floor, has an open floor plan when you first go in. So the living room and a kitchen with a bar set up for sitting and eating. An old record player with a radio underneath the windowsill. And over on one of the walls, one of the brick walls, there are maps and pictures and all kinds of notes written in handwriting with string that's connecting them all together. Some of these pictures, they have the trees that are all the different tree species that are local to Pape Noir and Nouveau. But there's also one that it's unlike anything you've seen before. It's just it's just a straight trunk with some little tiny branches, like wimpy little branches with leaves coming off the sides. And there's pictures of that near what looks like pools of jelly, or like jelly deposits. There's a couple pictures of that, but then, more paper and notes and mappings and things from the war and just all up on one wall. Looks like a crazy person put it together.
What's the state of the apartment? Does it look like, is it tossed? Has it been ransacked? Does it look put together?
It does not look tossed, but it's not, it's not put together. Like, you can tell Noreen stopped caring about cleaning a while ago. This wall of hers became an obsession.
This is a curious setup.
Guys, it kind of stinks in here. Like just old food or something, man. This is gross.
Do any of you recognize the places on the map here?
So some of the places you could recognize as individuals, they're either nearby to Nouveau or to Noir. But to gather more specific information, I'm going to go ahead and throw a clock down where you're going to need 4 successes as a group at a 13 or higher on the check. I'm going to say insight is one of those dice that you're going to roll. And then whatever else y'all can justify for your second die, go ahead, let me know. We'll do those rolls. And if you get 4 successes, then you'll be able to gather between all of you that are here. I think there's 4 of you in this room. So
is this a roll check?
This is a roll check. Go ahead and use the roll check and set it to normal, which is the yellowish thing that looks like a I don't know, like a goat head. Yeah. It's like the yellow.
Yeah, it's right next to it's in between the green and the orange.
Yep.
Yeah. If you highlight, it'll say normal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you said insight's the first one?
Insight's the first one, and then anything else that you can justify other than insight.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, after this, we'll do a quick break over to Philly, and then we'll come back to this room.
So Ode's going to he's going to go with willpower as a secondary, because he's determined to try to figure out more of what's going on these, with all the red strings and everything all over the place and all the connections. And he's like, okay, so, and he just keeps following with his hand, like through all the things. At one point you see him pull his goggle up and he looks really close and squints at it. And then he's like, J-Dog, and J-Dog's like sniffing the bottom corner of the board with the maps and stuff on it. And see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Nice.
That is a critical. Criticals are nice. That lets you bank something or do something. You get an opportunity. I did not know if we were going to hit this or not tonight.
Hey.
Nice.
So yeah, what do I get to do with that stuff? Says the guy who didn't read all the rules.
Okay. So A success is anytime you get doubles that are higher than a 6.
Okay.
And it makes the test basically an automatic success, but we're doing a clock fill. So now you have opportunities. You could make the next check performed by you or an ally have a +4 bonus. This one does not apply. It's an affliction. You can give a creature days shaken, slow, or weak.
Wow.
Doesn't apply here.
Okay.
Bonding. You can create a bond towards someone or something and add that to your character sheet. You can create a faux pas. Choose a creature present on the scene and they make a compromising statement chosen by the person who controls them. So you can say, hey, Dap, you make a faux pas. Favor doesn't really work here either. Your actions earn you someone's support or admiration. Information, you spot a useful clue or detail. The game master may tell you what it is, or ask you to introduce that detail yourself. Lost item doesn't fit here. An item is lost, stolen, destroyed, or left behind. Progress. You may fill or erase up to 2 sections of a clock. So you can have this success count as 2 successes. Plot twist. Someone or something of your choice suddenly appears on the scene. If you choose this, there is a restriction. Noreen cannot appear on the scene. Other than that, open game. But you are going to have to make up that person or thing. Scan doesn't apply here. You discover one vulnerability or a trait of a creature you see. And then unmask. You learn the goals and motivations of a creature of your choice.
That is so many options.
It is so many options.
That's so great.
It is.
I love having to struggle over this decision. So, okay. So
page 41 in the core rulebook.
Got it. Okay,
Just
so
remember, we'll judge what you do. Just remember that.
Yeah. No, for real. I understand. So I'm torn between now, like making somebody appear. Clarifying question: could that somebody be? Could that somebody potentially be Philly?
It could.
Okay.
And if you do that, she gave the guard the slip, and you'll have 2 actions worth of time before the guard reappears on the scene.
And I still have a success on the clock regardless, right? That's still one success down.
Regardless, you have the 1 success.
Yeah. All right. So as much as I want to give somebody a +4, I want Philly to come back sooner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to do with that, with my critical, is I want to bring Philly back.
If Philly
that way we get
back,
an extra roll, right? I mean, ultimately,
essentially,
ultimately.
The only thing is Philly has to agree to come back to the scene because they're a player controlled character.
Yeah, Philly will give him a slip and head back.
Okay. So you have 2 actions. You have 2 actions starting now before the guard will make it. They'll be here on the 3rd action. So you get 2 actions, and on the start of the 3rd action is when the guard would show back up. Not necessarily at the apartment, but outside where they were when you first got here.
There's got to be a back door in this joint, so I'm sure we can figure it out.
And you could always create an exit out with Fabula points.
Yeah, I love these Fabula points, man. These are badass. So as a Philly, like I assume you're like pop back in, right? So
I'll just come running in like
man, like I totally believed you were drunk from like so far away. That was some of the best acting I think I've seen you do in a long time.
I've been practicing.
I mean, you should try out for the local theater. I'm telling you, you got You got chops.
Thank you. I've been thinking about it.
We got to figure this thing out. And I point at the, like, cause you see like, I'm still like staring at it, but like kind of looking at you side eye and like staring and then pointing at it. We got to figure this out. We got to
Okay.
figure it out. Get like, yeah, help us figure this out.
Okay. All right. So she'll check it out. Let's see. So she'll look up and just kind of like examine it a bit. Does she have a roll then for you guys then?
You get to do the same type of roll. It would be insight plus a die of your choice. It could also be insight. It's just whatever you choose.
Yeah, I think I'll go insight.
Okay.
Well, roll check. Ooh.
Okay, so that was a failure, which is okay because, again, this is kind of like a introductory to Fabula Ultima. If you wanted to, you could spend another Fabula point and re-roll those dice.
Okay.
If you can come up with a reason why you would do that, that's tied either to your theme, your identity, or your origin.
Team identity.
So what are you? What's your identity?
Let's see. So I did sharpshooter, apprentice with vengeance, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so vengeance was your theme.
Yep.
And then what's your origin? Like where are you from?
Noir.
So if you wanted to, you could evoke your origin because some of this information here does have to do with Noir.
Okay.
And re-roll either one or both of those dice if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I'll re-roll. She'll kind of like tap her like eyes, be like, "Oh, sorry, my drunk goggles are still on."
And this doesn't count as an action. This is just
Okay.
redoing the same action. It's kind of like a oops, redo.
Okay.
And you can do
So-
that as many times as you have Fabula points for.
Okay, cool. I will re-roll it now. Still not good.
It's okay. We've all been there.
I do have a question. So, like for DAP, am I able to help out with the My Trust in You right now, or do I have to wait?
Oh, hold on a second. Forgot you had my trust in you. Another player is able to hear you performs a check, may spend a Fabula point and invoke one of their traits or bonds in order to let them re-roll the dice. So if you invoked one of you could spend a Fabula point, invoke one of your traits, and have them re-roll their dice. So it's a way to get the re-roll for you to spend your points and them not to spend theirs.
Let's see.
And then if you have a bond with that person, you recover skill level times 10 mind points. But you haven't spent mind points, so.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you're okay with it, yeah, I can spend a point, right, to do that. Let's see, where's that? Oh,
Right underneath inventory points.
yeah, so 2. And then what? How do I do this now?
You don't do anything. Philly just rerolls
okay.
their.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yep. It's just an automatic success for you.
Awesome.
Hey.
Perfect.
Let's see what
Sweet.
these dice say. Now you can roll both or you can re-roll one. Your choice.
I'll just re-roll them both again. What?
You gotta blow on those dice. Get that bad
Yeah.
juju off of there.
It's a good thing there's still
tried.
three more people to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're never going to get out of this damn apartment.
No.
And thus they were stuck in the apartment for all time.
Yeah, what a great adventure.
They got
I-
stuck doing their taxes.
Yeah.
yeah, for real. I think Nyx would like to roll with dexterity. She wants to see what's in the middle of the board, right smack dab in the middle of the board. And she wants to see what are the main branches that are coming off of whatever's in the middle of the board and kind of trace like what the path is, because Noreen told us that there was something big that was gonna start the whole thing over again. Nyx is assuming that the whole thing is another paper war. She wants to see what Noreen's focus was and where her thought pattern was going. So insight, dexterity, roll check. Oh, man, I got to blow on my dice too.
Oh, that is a fumble. Fumbles you cannot spend Fabula points to reroll on, unfortunately. And this is where I would typically get an opportunity. The same opportunities you get, I get those to inflict on you. So I'm going to have some fun here. And I'm going to cause a faux pas with Nyx. So what is this faux pas that you have at this board?
Oh, geez. My gut says that with her fire powers, she accidentally sparks one of the strings on this board and burns it and snaps the trail. That's my initial thought.
Okay.
Her nerves get the best of her again.
Okay.
Oh,
That works.
can Ode run up and just go, no.
Pat it out. Yeah, smacking the board. Yeah.
After it's already burned, just to make sure nothing else burns.
I can potentially roll insight and might and like try to get in between her and the diagram and try to like kind of take the fire. Would that be an okay thing to roll?
So the fires, the fire already burned the string.
Did that already happen? Okay.
Yeah, that's just part of the faux pas. You can't prevent that opportunity from occurring.
In that case, I'll roll double insight to try and remember what had been burned to try and repair it.
Okay. Hey. So you were able to figure out what happened there. You quickly memorized, where that string was, right? Is it, woof, and disappeared. And we're able to grab something, a marker, another piece of string, something, and you were able to reconnect it. And in doing so, you got a little bit more of the puzzle figured out at the same time.
I take some of Dap's like hair that's come off of him since entering and kind of like start placing it on it.
So Dap kind of has like a little bit of a feline intuition. So when he like looks at this horrific mess of like papers and string, he trusts again that his feline intuition that if he just does the whole like how cats freak out and they start like going all over the place, like they start like trying to like scratch something. So he like looks at all the string and everything and just trusts if he just does this, he's gonna find the one thing that he's gonna instantly recognize. So he goes on the wall and just starts like trying to like sift through all of it all at once. So I'm gonna do dexterity for that. Let's see.
Another
go.
success. So you're able to piece together quite a bit of information as a group looking at this. I don't even know what to call it, tangled mess of clues and bits and bobs and things. While you're doing that, you do notice that you hear from outside the window, you see the lights from the lanterns start to check adjacent apartment windows. You are running out of time. But you don't have a complete picture of what's going on, but you think you have a idea of where Noreen might have headed to. The clues talk about a mountain pass outside of town, hidden in the steamy vale, and she just has notes that say "big find," changes everything. But you don't have an exact pathing for where it is because you're just one success short. You could press your luck here and try and go for that last skill check to get that last success needed for the exact mapping. If you do that, the consequence is you will alert the guard to your location. And you will have to have some way of dealing with that once the guard knows where you are.
So if someone tries to do that, am I still able to help them with my ability? Like
the my trust in you?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they fail the check, you can still go my trust in you and have them re-roll.
Okay, so there's the option there.
Yep. And they have the option to re-spend their points as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think Gregor hasn't gone yet.
No, I went.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think we all went. Dap, Gregor, Nix, Philly, and Ode was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do we want to try to see if we can get one last little squeeze the last little bit of juice out of this thing?
Yeah, let's press our luck. Right. Quick question as well. I don't know if the system also does this. And I might be remembering the rules wrong. Nix gets an extra Fabula point for rolling a fumble, right?
Oh, yes. Yes. How did I forget that? Add a Fabula point to your character sheet for a fumble.
I just wasn't sure if it was automatic or if I was remembering the rule wrong.
Nope. You remember that correctly. That was my bad. Thank you. Yes. You get Fabula points back when you roll fumbles or when a villain enters the scene.
Ode kind of jumps the gun and goes back over to the board again one last time to try to figure out this last little piece. It's like, guys, we're so close. We are so close right now. And he's going to it's still insight, right?
Insight plus.
Yeah.
One of your choice.
He's gonna do willpower again because he doesn't want to give this up. Like he wants, he's determined at this point. Even seeing the things about to come towards the window, he's like, all right, and he kind of tries to be crouch a little bit. It just looks ridiculous, and totally blows up.
Again, remember you have Fabula points you can re-roll, and then there's the my trust in you.
I'm gonna re-roll and use one Fabula point for that, in the hopes that I redeem myself on this one. So let's see what happens. Son of a biscuit.
Okay, so if I do the my trust in you, is it also I think I saw in there, I can roll and it adds to the result as well. I can do either or, re-roll or add.
The player character is able to hear you, performs a check. You spend one Fabula point and invoke one of their traits or bonds in order to let them re-roll dice or improve the result of a check following normal rules. So the normal rule is if you have a bond, you can just increase your result by the strength of your bond. Remember, there are 3 levels to bonds. You have, here we go. Bonds. You can have either admiration, loyalty, or affection, inferiority, mistrust, or hatred. In this situation, they don't have a bond toward that, so that wouldn't be applicable, but they could re-roll the test.
Okay. Yeah, if you're okay, Ode, I'm gonna like in the moment just try and calm you because I can see you're just like in this very crazed state of anxiety and in failure. So I just kind of do the cat thing where I kind of like brush up against your ankle to kind of calm you. So I'm gonna spend 1 Fabula point.
Yeah, my one eye goes from like being really big and bulged out to kind of like calming down a little bit. And I'm just like, and I'm gonna go double insight, because now I'm like I'm trying to be more calm.
Hey. All right. So, with that, you know exactly where this is pointing. It's pointing toward the coastal. There's a road off the coastal that goes up the coastal cliffs, and there's this old beach. It's in a cove down there, and this is talking about a cave that is in that cove. There's a passage through this place called what she calls the Steamy Valley. But you know exactly where it's. Yep, you know exactly where it's pointing now.
Guys, this is over. We got to go over by around where Steamy Valley is. We got to get the heck out of here.
Steamy Valley. All right.
Let's get going.
So we see with the lanterns around the outside is So we're seeing them like right.
The light is just starting to touch your window. So the light hits the window for where you guys are at now. You know you've been spotted.
I run for the door.
Nyx is going to yell, wait. And I would like to spend that Fabula point that I just earned from my fumble to create a fire escape out the window that is in Noreen's bedroom.
Okay.
That goes down to an alley behind the building.
Perfect. Done.
Cool.
You have created a fire escape.
She's going to yell, wait. We're not going back the way that we came. We're going out the back. And she'll take off towards the bedroom, hoping that everybody just follows her. Throw the window sash open.
I turn around and reluctantly follow. kind of like with the body language is definitely showing that I wanted to go my way, but it's fine. It's fine.
I think
I am.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm definitely a scaredy cat, so I didn't want to just go the other way. So I definitely follow you down the fire escape. So I'm right behind you, almost like your shadow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think when Ode gets to the window, before he ducks out, Nyx will put a hand on his shoulder and say, "I'll let you smash something the next opportunity we get. Deal?"
He's the one that likes to smash stuff, and I point back to Gregor.
Gregor just seated in the back,
just sad.
Just come on, guys.
Hey, tell me, can I blow? How about can I blow something up? Will you let me blow something up?
Yes, you can blow something up. Just go. Get down to the alley.
You see me instantaneously just perk up, and I'm like, I just quickly scale down the ladder.
When you're scaling down, are you like making some kind of explosive at the same time? Or are you gonna wait?
No, I'm waiting. I'm just scaling down the ladder. Actually, I grab the side of the rungs and slide down.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Philly is just gonna pivot on her heel as soon as Nick says, "Nope, go this way," and just follow suit and kind of dive out that window down the fire.
Dap, do you want me to just like kind of pick you up and hold you for a little bit, man? Are you tired? You sure you got it in your legs to go where we got to go?
As he's kind of like prancing, he kind of like shows his little toe beans, and they're a little calloused. So he's a tough kitty. Like he can make this trek. He doesn't need help in this moment. He's the helper.
Like, all right,
Help
if you need,
her.
Yeah.
Do you need some kitten mittens?
No, he's like, no, I'm tough, but you do notice like the paper cuts for whatever reason. That's the one thing that kind of gets him. But no, he's all good. Like, but he is happy that you asked, though. He's appreciative.
So did Gregor come down too?
Gregor does come down, but one thing he does do is he takes the big board of stuff if he's able to, and he'll just like place it downwards on the ground, be like, they won't notice this, right? And then he goes down. He locks the door.
I will say,
kind
of like, well, you know how cats are afraid of like heights a lot of the times. So like, I do kind of like motion to Ode. I'm like, can you please just like catch me, like before I kind of like jump down? So I do that, and it's just like the kind of like slow motion,
Yeah.
just kind of like just falling towards you. Yep.
I think Nyx will be the last one out of the apartment, and she will shut the window before she clambers down the fire escape.
So is this like a walking distance area or what?
No, you're going to need to get into one of your vehicles, which will be conveniently located nearby to get you over there. It's about a good 20-minute. I say that this world has cars or something analogous to them, just because I got like that 1920s vibe from it. So I'm like, I think there's going to be like old timey cars in this.
Conveniently located Batmobile.
So I'm like, I kind of like the idea of you having a car somewhat nearby. But yeah, it's about a 20-minute drive out to the coastal cliffs.
Okay.
So who's driving? Whose car is it?
I kind of imagine that it's Ode's car because he's really good with like tech, but he sits in the back while like you guys have like Gregor driving. Kind of like
that,
he's the chauffeur.
I'm wondering how the depth perception works with him driving with one eye.
Right. Yeah. So
that's the reason why he needs Gregor to drive.
He's like, Gregor, my license got suspended, so you might need to handle this one.
Don't worry, I've got it. Gregor takes off the helmet, puts it down on the like the middle area, the center console area, and he then pulls out a pair of glasses that he puts on. He's like, these will help me see in the rain.
Nyx is going to go, when did you get glasses?
I've always had glasses. Spends Fabula point to make it where he always had glasses.
Oh.
I will. That'd be funny.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Okay. The
Yes,
trip to the coast. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna say we're bumping tunes and heading to the coast, man.
Yep. You guys get out there. It's in the wee hours of the morning at this point. Probably good 1:30, maybe close to 2. And with what you learned from the everything you were able to piece together from Noreen's clue wall, you find this area quite easily. And you wonder why people haven't discovered this just yet. Like, why aren't more people coming out toward this area? And you realize it's tucked away in between some rocks. And the only reason you could see the opening now, which you remember from the pictures on the wall, is that the tide is out at an extreme low level. Had the tide been full, you would not be able to see the opening that was on those pictures. So you make your way across the tide pools to the entrance, and you look in, and it's just a long, dark, kind of steamy tunnel. There's some cracks in the ground, and you can see a light orange yellow glow coming from below them. It's not like lava hot. It's warmer. It's what's causing the steam between the difference in air temperature.
One would almost say it's jelly hot.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just theorizing.
I know my character is a cat, so I know it's like steamy, but is there any way I could maybe attempt to, really focus my eyes to like have a clearer picture down there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. You'd be able to, see down that hallway. What are you looking for specifically? Because right now I'm just seeing a long, like a tunnel that has a gentle grade going down.
Well, you said like there's that like the orangey light down there. Maybe just like a clear picture of like that.
Okay, like down into the cracks. Sure. So these cracks aren't very big. You're not going to be able to like fit your body into one. Nobody's going to be able to like squeeze down there. But as best you can see, when you like get your little cat head in the right position, you can definitely see some pools. Like there's a pool of jelly down below one of these cracks. The other ones, this is the only one that you can see that far down. The other ones, the earth is just too wavy and jagged going up from the bottom to the top. But you can safely assume that, oh, hey, look, there's glowing jelly down there. It's probably what's, glowing underneath all of these cracks as well.
Okay.
Do I have anything that looks like a activate? I don't know if you can see what I see.
The mountains.
Yay. It picture that as a tunnel more so than mountains. It's the closest I got. So what are you guys doing? You're at the tunnel.
Gregor is never one to shy away from just trudging through something without even like thinking. As you all hear him just clomping as he's heading down the tunnel.
So you're heading through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gregor is not one to he's not one to like be the stealthy type, and he knows that he's not. So he's just like, oh, one way to go. Let's just go down it.
So
Okay.
Dak's a little bit nervous that he's just like trotting along. So he's a little bit afraid for him. So he's just kind of like right behind him. He's just kind of like muttering to himself. He's just like, gosh, he might get a paper cut. I just can't believe he's going down there just like alone. So he's just trying to be helpful as much as he can behind you.
Gregor like holds out his hand in a way where you could tell that he's allowing you to like jump up to get onto his shoulder.
I do it. I love it.
All right. So as you're making your way down this tunnel and Gregor's just clod hopping their way through, no care being paid whatsoever. They step on the ground. Just one bad step onto a crack that leads below, and you don't suffer any damage. Nobody takes any damage or anything, but the ground gives way, and you end up taking a slide. Everybody's going to lose 2 inventory points as the setback.
Man.
It's the setback. No damage though, but in the tumble, you're going to lose some stuff from your backpack.
Oh no, all my Legos.
And as you hit the ground, you notice you're at the bottom of this area, and in front of you, you got the pools of jelly, like a river of jelly, some pools of jelly, and you can see way down at the end, 5 figures standing there, and you can hear their voices echoing. You can't hear exactly what they're saying, but you're making it out. They're being hostile. They're yelling at somebody. We found you. Give this area up. Don't know how you found it. Like, just bits and pieces are making their way through on the echoes. And one word does ring through, and you all catch it clearly. Noreen.
Could I real quick, could I possibly do Flash of Insight?
Yeah.
To assess these bullies here. So it's when I roll a 13 or higher on a check performed to investigate a creature. What's that say? A creature, item, or location. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. Unless we need to be in conflict.
You don't need to be in conflict.
Okay.
It does use the study action.
Yeah.
So 13 or higher check performed to investigate a creature item. This includes using the study action during a conflict. So you could do it that way as well. So you could use it in conflict.
Gotcha.
Questions regarding the subject
from far away. Yeah.
Yeah. You may ask the game master skill level questions. So you can ask me one question concerning the subject of my investigation. You may ask these questions immediately or save them for later. Whenever you ask one of these questions, the game master will answer you truthfully, and you will describe your character's deductive process. The skill can only be used once on the same creature, item, or location. So you still have to roll a check. It's going to be insight for the study check. Or if you want to roll, well, you took Jack of all trades. All of your stuff is D8s. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was going to say, unless you want to roll something different. So your flash of insight leaves you uninsightful.
Guys, I don't know what those things are down there, but I thought I heard Noreen. I thought I heard them say her name. We need to get over there. We got to stop. We got to get involved, I think.
Get
Right.
involved.
What do you think she got herself into that those things know her name?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I think Nyx is going to turn to Gregor and say, you want to go in hot or do you want to go in careful?
Gregor gives a smile and says, "There's only one way I know."
I'm always hot. Let's go.
Yeah, and we know each other well enough that we like immediately get into like a battle formation together. While Dap is still on my shoulder, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is just like this this panic party on your shoulder. Just like looks at your face like this close, and it's like, what? Just like this little squealing, like, no, my gosh, not ready for what's about to come.
I leaned into Philly for a second though before we start the battle. I leaned into Philly and I'm like, he wouldn't let me hold him. He's sitting there, he's on the shoulder of Gregor. He won't let me hold him. Like he never lets me hold him. I'm like the secondary in this equation or something. Has he ever let you hold him? Did you ever get to hold him?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, what's up with this? I mean,
And and when you're saying this, you don't really quite realize that I do have cat hearing. So you just you just see Dap looking at you like this, just very blankly, like,
You're just cute, okay?
The gym helper.
You're so soft. It's not
I'm
fair.
just like, well, what's that? Look, he was going straight into danger. I'm trying to help him. What do you? I'm trying to be fair.
I think it's at that exact moment that like the kind of like cartoon thing happens where Gregor and Nick start running off and like your eyes are left behind and have to like speed up back to catch up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
Oh, that's great.
1,000%.
So as you guys tear, sorry, go on.
No, Philly's just cheering like, you got this.
So as you guys are tearing down this hallway, trying to, make your way to where you heard Noreen's name get called out, it steadily gets brighter as you go. And you come up to 5 Pape Noir city guard, led by one who looks to be, the guy in charge, of course. And beyond them, like right past their shoulders, looking into what you would have thought was a cave. And it might be a cave. You can't see the top, but is this big, expansive space that you can't see the back of, you can't see the sides of, you only see what's in front of you. There is a waterfall basically of jelly, with a stream that's running toward where you were, and before it disappears underground. So a jelly spring, and there are hundreds or thousands of these long, green, nearly straight stalks with little itty bitty leaves on little wimpy twigs of branches, just everywhere. And Noreen's standing in front of these guards, a bit of a distance back. Like she's got breathing room. She's not in immediate physical danger from them. And she sees you guys and she's like, took you long enough to put 2 and 2 together. Can you help a girl out here? And that's where I'm going to call initiative. Here's how initiative works in Fabula Ultima. You do not roll initiative. I don't play with that rule. I play with what is the optional rule, but what I think should be the standard rule. What that means is one of you gets to take your action, followed immediately by me, then one of you, then me, then one of you, then me. I play by video game logic. So I'm not going to choose who I'm going to attack. What we're going to do is I'm going to rearrange your icons in an order. You each are going to pick a number 1 through 5. And I'm going to put your icons from 1 to 5 on the screen. And then I'm going to roll a d5 every time it's my turn. And that's who's getting attacked. Unless one of you has an ability to force me to make you the target.
That sounds like a terrible ability to have.
Yeah.
Who would want that?
People whose characters are tanks and function better in crisis.
Yeah.
I can show you some builds later on.
Sounds like too much defense, not enough offense.
So, who wants number 1?
I'll take number 1.
Who is that?
That's Gregor.
Gregor, you're number 1 on the screen. Who wants number 2?
I think it makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say it depends. No, somebody else can go. Because Nyx would come in guns blazing, but she would survey before. Yeah.
This isn't an attack order. This is just me. This is just for me to roll my d5 and determine who gets attacked. So
that's fair.
I mean, you can leave me where I am. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Who is number 2?
Me? Yeah.
Just leave it?
Oh, yeah, just leave.
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
So one of you gets to go.
Yeah, I think that Gregor is just running in, guns blazing. These guys are all on the ground, right?
Yeah, they're all standing on the ground.
Yeah, he is just going to come in with his heavy spear and attack the closest one to him, which I would assume would just be like one of the regular guard guys.
So yeah, they're all regular. I'll just let you know they're all regular guard guys. One just wears a fancier uniform, and just all you got to tell me is which number 1 through 5.
Yeah, let's just say number 1.
All righty, number 1. So go for it. Now, if you click on the top one, and then you click apply to selected token, because you rolled a 12, their physical defense is an 11, so you did hit. So if you click on that token, the top one, and then click apply to selected token, it should take the damage off of the top one automatically.
It for whatever reason was marking me and won't let me mark it.
Okay, I can mark it. I'll do that on my end. No big deal. Easy peasy. So that is that minus 19. Boop. All right, my turn. Oh, take your character and move him back beyond to standby, please.
You got it.
Why is Philly in standby?
Oh, sorry.
Like, what did I do? Number 3. So, Gregor, 1, 2, 3. Nyx. Nyx is going to be attacked by this one using their heavy spear. Is your defense a 12 or less?
My defense is a 9.
9. So they do hit you. Boom. That is 19.
Yep.
And that guard goes to standby. All right. One of you.
Since Nyx ran in with Gregor, I'll go. She's going to pull her rapier, and she's also going to cast Elemental Weapon, imbuing her weapon with fire.
Okay.
And all damage dealt by the weapon becomes fire damage. And it says if you have that weapon equipped when you cast, you can perform a free attack with it as part of the same action.
Mm-hmm. Does it say that the high roll is counted at 0 for that, though? Does it or does it not?
I don't know.
It doesn't say it in the description. So free attacks, the way they typically work is you get the free attack, but you do your high roll is 0. What that just basically means in a nutshell is if you hit with it, you're just going to do the 6 points of damage, not 6 plus whatever the die roll.
Plus whatever the die was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to do that. So then I click the elemental weapon.
Yep, you can just click elemental weapon. Just remember you did fire, and click on the apply MP cost, and it'll adjust for you.
Apply MP cost.
So you're going to do 6 damage to which one?
To probably the guy that Gregor attacked.
Okay.
Same creature.
Okay. And then so when you use a spell, if you click on the spell name, like elemental weapon, like that, it'll pop up in the chat. And then if you click spend, it'll auto deduct. I can handle that on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where do I click spend? I'm not seeing.
You see in the chat here after you where it shows up elemental weapon gives the description, and then right there says spend 10.
Oh, my chat is blank right now. So
weird. Okay, I'll handle that. I'll handle that.
You just have to press the chat messages, which is the top of the all the squares.
Oh, there it goes. Yep, it came back. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And give yourself a slide, please, and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these guys just don't like you. I'm going to have this one shoot at you. And it's going to do 11. You said your defense is what?
My defense is a 9.
9. That one misses.
Mm-hmm.
They only got a 6.
Okay.
All right. Next up.
I can go. Philly will just whip out her pistol and fire at one of them. We'll do number 3.
Okay. That is definitely a hit.
Okay. Then I just select it, and then I should be able to hit that apply to selected token.
You should be able to, yes.
Let me see. Just clicked it, but it's not like highlighting it.
No, it applied it to you.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to fix that.
Okay.
I'll handle damage application.
Okay.
Foundry's being Foundry. Okay. Next is me. Number 5. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use the spear. 3 does not hit number 5, I do not think.
No.
I would say I think everybody has a better defense than 3. All right, next up.
I'll go. I'm going to I'm gonna use my my alchemy, my gadget skill to make. I want to make something, so I'm gonna
Okay.
make something that I can use in the moment. But it says my rank is basic. It's actually advanced.
That's okay. It's Foundry does its thing.
Not gonna matter.
No, I know what it is.
Okay. So then it looks like I think I just click on the thing, the gadget button, and then it rolls the dice, I think.
I think you just want to roll the 2d20 just to be safe.
Where do I do that?
So in the chat box, just type /R space 2d20.
Okay. So 12 and a 12 then?
I think that's what I see.
It
Yep.
just says 2d20, 24.
If you click on the 20, you got a 7 and a 17.
Oh, okay, got it. 7 to 17. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so 7 is potion affects one enemy that you can see that is present on the scene. And the other one is a 17. I don't want it to recover hit points or mind points. So I'm going to turn that into suffers 20 poison damage. And I can pick one, right?
Yep.
The first one's been taking damage, right?
The top one has taken damage.
Yeah, I'm going to apply the 20 to that one.
Okay.
And then I guess I move myself back.
That one's in crisis.
Oh, too bad, so sad.
So that means it has 50% or less of its hit points there. All right.
Jesus, it took that much. Wow, okay.
So I think I want to heal.
You go. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Oh, sorry. It's your turn. Sorry. Yeah, you're good.
Sorry. It's my turn. And I'm going to whack number 2, which I think that's
God.
you, right?
Punishment.
And I'm going to try and spear you. Does a 7 spear you?
I think I'm at 8.
No, your defense is a 9.
Or 9.
I do not.
Yeah.
I don't spear you. I go to spear you and you just kind of sidestep me. Okay, you're up.
Okay, now I want to heal.
Okay.
Gosh. What was your name again? I'm so sorry.
I'm assuming you're talking to Nyx, since I'm the only one who's taking
Nyx,
damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Nyx. So I want to heal you. So do I just click on Nyx and then the spell?
Yes. And that should have it go off. If not, I'll just adjust the hit points.
Okay. Let's see.
It restores 40 hit points. So no matter what, Nyx is at full health.
I'm at max now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll just max you up.
Okay.
Cool.
There you go.
And then for the MP cost, how do I?
It's 10. I'll just spend it for you.
Okay. Thanks. Yep. Awesome. Let me.
And then the last one gets to go. I'm like, why is that not working? Number 1.
Yeah,
And heavy spear.
that's gonna miss.
I was saying, does an 8 get through your defenses? Nope. Okay.
He's got to roll an 11.
So that's everything. Go ahead, move everybody over back to ready. And one of you gets to take your turn.
I'll take another swing with my rapier.
Okay. That is going to be a miss.
Okay.
You can, like I said, you can re-roll. You can spend Fabula points.
Spend a Fabula point to do so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fabula points are experience points. So the more you spend, the more experience you get.
Right. She'll hold for now.
Okay.
She'll take the miss. Mm-hmm.
Gregor is going to try and finish off that guy that he's been hitting.
He can do
and
that
this time-
after this guy takes a
Oh,
swing.
you're right. Dang, I forgot.
And man, you know what? You just got to keep opening your mouth. 'Cause he's gonna
Yep, keep running your mouth.
take a swing at you. Does a 10 get through?
Nope. That
All right.
just barely misses.
So he just barely misses you with the spear.
Oh.
All right, Gregor.
Well, I'm going to just like disappear from his sight as I jump up into the air. I'm going to use Soaring Strike.
Okay.
And for this, because I'm using a heavy spear, it's going to deal an additional 5 damage to what it would normally do.
All right. Let's resolve it.
Does a 10 hit him?
An 11 would hit him.
Well, I really want to hit him, so I would love it if I could use a Fabula point.
You may use a Fabula point.
That ain't gonna work.
Hold on. What I will let you do is you can reroll one or both dice.
Oh, I could have done that. I'll take the miss though because I acted too quickly.
Okay.
That's on me.
So I do want to remind that because you had an 8. You only needed a 3 in order to hit him.
Yeah, my might was a 2 in both situations, so I'll take the miss. I'll take the miss.
Okay. Don't say I never offered you anything.
I would never.
Number 3. Man, these guards do not like Nyx. She must have like set a whole bunch of them on fire at some point. Does a 7 get through?
No, it does not.
All right. Now a player.
Can I get up to number 1 to attack with my chain whip? Is that a thing? Can I do that?
You can. So the system assumes that you can get anywhere you want to attack any enemy you want.
Great.
It's all about how you want to describe it as far as transversing the terrain.
Yeah. So I just run up and I unleash my chain whip, and I kind of do a little cool little swirly move with my hand, and I just whoosh, and try to catch this guy. I'm guessing a 5 does not hit.
It does not.
Yeah. Thankfully, I don't it doesn't snap me back as the whip comes back.
These dice are cursed. Number 5. And they're going to try and shoot number 5. A 6 does not get through. I know a 6 does not get through. Nope. Okay. Player.
I think Billy is just gonna try and shoot at the same one that she did before. I think that was number 3.
Okay. That gets through for 15 damage.
She does a little happy dance, like woo-hoo.
And that one's in crisis as well. Uh, 1d5. Number 3. Man, they do not like you.
Man almighty.
How mean were you in the war? They missed. They fired their crossbow
totally
and they did not
I
meet
feel like
you.
those wings got broken for a reason.
Yeah, he sure did.
All right. Oh, going to move you backwards. Okay. It's up to Dap now.
Okay, so there's no reason to heal anyone, so I think I'm just gonna try and thwack. Number one is in crisis, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Try to thwack him with my staff.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I use my staff for the physical attack?
Just click on your staff. An 8 does not hit, unfortunately. One thing I do want you to look at in between rounds now would be one of your class features that you took called Encourage. I want you to take a quick look at that in between. I'm going to move you backwards. And I'm going to take a swing at somebody. Four does not get to you. I know
Nope.
that.
Nope.
All right. Everybody comes back up. And a player goes.
Can I make another concoction?
If you got the inventory points for it.
Oh, I do. But I can only do one more because for some reason I lost a couple inventory points. Not sure how that happened.
Somebody had to go clod hopping down the hallway.
That's fine. Yeah,
we don't worry
Gregor.
about that.
So /r space 2d20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, I think because hold on. Because it's advanced. Or yeah, wait, where the hell did it go? Sorry, I'm scrolling here. I'm trying to find my IP cost 4. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend 4 so I can do advanced. Because I won't have enough to do basic, so why not spend the extra one?
Okay.
Right? So I'll roll 3 d20 instead and pick 2.
Okay.
Gives me a little more creative license there.
And you can remember, you can
Alright.
assign them wherever you want them. One has to be target,
Yep.
one has to be effect.
Personal satisfaction. So I'm just looking to see. Okay. I'm gonna do the one. I'm just gonna pick the number 10 for the one enemy I can see. And then I'm gonna use I'm gonna do the 20 poison damage, and I'm gonna do it to the first guy again.
The top guy?
Yep.
He
20
is
of the poisons.
Down.
KO.
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 That's what he gets.
Swoon. Okay.
Come on, guys, let's do this. We can do this.
Number 4. This guy wants revenge. He saw you take his buddy out, and he's going to swing his spear at you.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. He's going right to the back of the line.
You see me go and dodge. All cool.
Well, Gregor is inspired, and he's like, this one's definitely going to hit, as he's going to, I'm going to do exactly the same thing I did last time. Do a soaring strike on this guy.
Okay. That hits.
That is an 11. All right. And because of soaring strike, that'll deal an additional 5 points. So it's 25 points that I dealt.
Ooh.
KO.
Man.
As just
2 of them
you
is
guys
KO.
see, Gregor jumps up to the ceiling and then bounces off of it straight towards him.
Number 2, this guy's like, hey,
Nice.
that cat healed somebody. Have a crossbow.
Oh well.
And the guard
Cool.
has now fumbled. So the party gets an opportunity.
Oh.
What opportunity would the party want? They could have a +4 bonus to be performed by an ally. So any one of you could have have a +4. You could create a faux pas, which is just kind of like a funny thing that happens. A plot twist where you can make something or someone appear on the scene. You could scan. I'm going to be the storyteller that kind of says, don't waste your thing on scan here. These guys do not have a vulnerability. Progress doesn't make any sense. We're not working with a clock. Affliction, you can give them days, give one of them days, shaken, slow, or weak, which reduces their dice to make rolls with. It makes it harder for them to hit you. Those are the ones that make sense for where you are. Or that Dark Knight could create a bond with these Pape Noir guards.
Bond of hatred.
Activate. And that would give them the ability to use agony. So all up to you. What do you guys? What advantage? Oh, it doesn't have that. What opportunity would you all like?
So for plot twists, like for example, could it be something along the lines of like number 5, like his mother comes to the battlefield somehow?
His mother comes to the battlefield somehow. That is wacky enough that I would say okay for a one shot.
Yeah. Just very disappointed in him right now.
I mean, I mean, sure. It'd be very weird if she found her way down into the secret cave with a tunnel and a collapsed mine shaft. I'll allow it because it's
a
just
reach.
wacky enough. Yeah, it's a reach.
It's just an idea. But I do like Days too.
So Dazed would that's slow. Dazed would reduce their insight die by 1. So I'll be the DM here and say that's a waste because they're not using their insight. Well, actually, no, it's not a waste. It would reduce their ability to hit you with the crossbow, which they are using.
We probably want to reduce their dexterity, which I think is shaken. Or slow, I mean.
Slow would reduce their dexterity, and that would affect both their weapons that they're using. But you only get to apply it to one of them. And if you don't have a decision within, say, 30 seconds, I'm just going to give you the +4 bonus.
Dap, you make the decision. They made the attack on you.
Yeah.
Maybe do the lower dexterity on 5.
Okay. Lower dexterity on 5. Boop. Dexterity lowered.
Nice. Cool.
All right. Player go. Or say
So I do
player
have a
turn.
question on encourage.
Yeah.
Or encourage. So just hold up. So I was thinking maybe I could give it to Nyx because you're just constantly attacked so much. So could you just explain encourage as if I'm like 5 years old?
Explain encourage as if you were 5 years old. So, during a conflict scene, you may spend 5 magic points or mind points and choose another creature that can hear you and understand you. That creature recovers skill level times 5 hit points, so an immediate heal. But until the end of their scene, an attribute, any one of their 4 attributes, goes up to the next dice size for the scene. So until the end of combat. What that means is you could increase their, let's see, they use a rapier, which is Dex plus Insight. You could increase their dexterity. They choose what to increase. They can move their dexterity from a D6 to a D8.
To an 8, yeah.
They can move their insight from a D10 to a D12. Or if they were going to cast, they wanted to start casting Ignis, which is their 1, 2, 3 target fire spell. They increasing willpower from an 8 to a 10 would be beneficial.
Oh, okay. Would you be okay with me giving you encourage?
Yeah, I won't turn that down.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
What attribute would you like to boost?
I actually think I'm going to boost my dex from a D6 up to a D8.
All right. Boosted it is.
Oh, that's the little icon there. Cool.
Yep.
And
it's already figured on your character sheet, so it'll automatically work.
Cool.
Next guard's going to go. 5. Number 5. Crossbow. They missed. Boop. Play your turn.
Nyx is going to swing her rapier and kind of point it at Dap and say, I owe you all the warm milk that the bartender can pour, and then swing it back towards, let's say, guard number 5 there.
Okay.
Swing her rapier at him.
That's going to hit.
That's going to hit. And remember, that is fire damage.
Yep.
I don't know if that makes a difference.
Unfortunately, no. They don't have a vulnerability to fire.
Good to know.
If they had a vulnerability to fire, that would do double damage.
Oh.
Thematically, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It'd probably look really cool on the battlefield, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flaming sword. You should see the art that I have. Yeah. It's cool.
Nice. All right. Last one's going to go for number 4. Does a 9 hit number 4?
Is this a meets it beats situation?
It's a meets it beats it. You take 13.
Can I crossfire?
You can crossfire.
Are you automatically deducting 13 or do I have to?
Hold on. You may not need to do it at all. Okay. Crossfire. After a creature you see performs a range attack, you may spend an amount of mind points equal to the total result of their accuracy check in order to have that attack automatically fail against all targets. You may only use a skill if you have a ranged weapon equipped, and it has no effect if the range accuracy check was critical. This was not a critical, so you just need to spend 9 mind points, and that ranged attack is a failure.
Okay. I will spend the 9 points and we will deflect that shot.
Done. All right. You've been saved.
Yeah.
And you still get to go. That does not use your turn. That is an interrupt. So.
Yeah. So at this point, Philly's just in the back, like doing jazz squares, like da 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 da. She goes and fires her gun at this one. So we'll go ahead and roll her pistol there.
That unfortunately is going to miss.
That's all right.
All right. Last one's going to go. Number 4. And they are going to try and we'll crossbow you again. 7. That is a miss.
Nope. That is a miss.
All right, so they're back up, and everybody here is back up too. Player goes.
Ode wants to just run forward and use his whip again.
Okay.
He's getting a little antsy at this point.
Don't blame him.
11.
That hits. 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which one?
The top one. First one.
Okay. Minus 15. It's 35. Almost in crisis. All right. Guard. Number 1.
Bring it on.
I assume a 9 does not bring it.
They once again bring their spear to me, and I just knock it aside with my own.
All right. Player turn.
Going off of. Oh no, you go.
Nope.
You go.
Are you sure? Nyx is again gonna swipe her sword at who do we got left here? Number 5 again.
Okay.
Her rapier. I gotta get the other window. 19.
That hits.
Yep.
That hits quite well. 36 minus 16. That one's in crisis. They don't have many hit points. It's just hitting them at an 11 is what's been difficult. All right, I'm going to have one of them go. Number 2.
Oh, boy.
Not the kitty.
This one's been crossbowing. It's going to crossbow again. 12?
Crossfire.
Yeah.
Crossfire.
So crossfire it. So you need to spend your 12 and that shot misses.
Oh, okay.
Boop. All right. One y'all get to go.
I could give Gregor encourage since really healing isn't a big issue right now.
Okay. Gregor, what stat would you like to increase?
Let's increase my might.
All right. Done.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go after this guy actually because he's in crisis.
You can do that
try-
right after he takes a swing.
Oh, I didn't realize you were using an action. My bad.
So that's 3. Man, they taking a shot at Nyx. 9.
So when I got my boost from DAP, my defense went up to 11.
Yes.
But originally I was at a 9. So
Your new defense is 11, so
Okay.
it does miss.
cool.
You get the benefits of all the increases.
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's
The only thing you
that's
don't
pretty
get,
clutch.
the only thing it won't do is increase your base hit points.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Now you can take that swing, Gregor.
Okay. Yeah, just a regular boring swing this time. I will use a Fabula point to reroll just dex, if that's
Okay.
all right.
Yep. Just slash R1D, whatever your dex is. 8.
Slash R, or R slash, you mean?
Slash R space 1D8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll bring it up to a 4, so that's a 13 against his defense.
13. Yep. And 9 is your high roll for 21. Which one were you hitting?
The one in Crisis. Trying to knock him out.
Yeah, he is knocked out.
Let's go.
Okay. Philly gets to go.
All right. I'm going to shoot again. Do another little dance. Fire off.
11 hits, 15. You get to choose top or bottom. Top has taken damage, bottom has not.
We'll go bottom then.
Bottom. Bottom takes 15. That's 35. Okay. They are even. They have the same amount of hit points. Bring them over. All right. Player gets to go. This is where the action economy snowballs into your favor.
Would anyone want an encourage?
What does that do?
It's the boost.
The booster.
That I've been giving. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just yells, "I'm good,"
It can.
and just runs forward with his chain whip on the top guy.
Okay. Negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Are you sure would you like to spend a Fabula point? You have one left.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And I'm gonna re-roll my dex.
Okay.
R/.
Yep. /R.
/R. 1d8.
Yep. So that's
all right. So that's an 11.
It's 11. That hits.
For 15 damage to the top guy.
Yep. Take 1, 6. 15. That's 20. Okay. One of them gets to go. 4. This guy's been crossbowing, so he's going to continue doing so for a 14.
That's a hit. Do you take the damage off or do I?
I was waiting to see if I was going to hear crossfire.
Yeah, we'll do it. Okay.
Okay. So you got to be running really low on mind points by now, right?
Yeah. Well, let me see what I got.
You got 29 currently.
I can take the hit. So
Are you sure?
yeah. Well, I haven't been hit yet.
Oh, fair. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to move him back.
Not to be too meta, but I really haven't, you know?
Okay. One player up.
Gregor will go again. And I'm going to try and swack the guy number 1.
Okay. You thwack guy number 1.
Yeah, I swack him.
And he is down.
Gregor's third KO.
All right, so it's my turn, so I'm going to wrap this combat up, and this guy is going to turn tail and run unless anybody wants to stop him.
No.
No? Okay. Anybody who has ranged attacks, who wants to take ranged attacks, can do that. Otherwise, he is gone in 3, 2, 1, boop. Okay, combat's over. It just makes sense. He just saw 4 of his friends just get murked pretty hard.
Yeah.
And we're a little over time. So the guards you have defeated, 4 guards. The 5th one runs saying, "I'll tell the captain about this," and takes off. Noreen's standing with her arms crossed in front of her. She says, "Took you long enough. Didn't know if you were going to find the place or not."
Out here. Yeah.
Left you enough clues. All you had to do was go to the apartment and find the wall. Did Wally not tell you where to go? Well, he's the bartender. Oh, I forgot to cover the bartender name.
Yeah, we went to the board.
Oh,
Noreen, when was the last time you cleaned your place?
oh,
Are you doing okay?
it's been months. You got to see all this. You got to see this. And she starts, talking about, this is the jelly. I found this. This is a natural spring of jelly. It keeps flowing from here. And Pape Noir doesn't know that this. Well, they didn't know that this was here until the guards showed up and they followed me here. And these things here, I don't know what they're called. And she pulls out some sheets of papyrus that she made, but we can make paper out of these. And these things grow like this much a day. Like, it's not like trees that take years. This stuff grows in days. And it's just everywhere. It's like everywhere. You know what this place could mean to the resistance? What we could do what we could fund with this paper and with the jelly, and
That's a lot of jelly.
yeah, we can't let Noir get their hands on this place. We just can't.
What are you proposing?
I think we need to sit down, figure out some way to defend it, get a hold of old allies, and get the resistance involved, because this is too valuable of a resource to fall into their hands. And I kind of want to leave it off at a cliffhanger there. Unless anybody has anything they want to add.
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
So just because we have after game stuff, I just want to go through how experience works in this game. Since we're doing like a how to play type deal, everybody, we get 5 experience. If you open up your character sheet at the very top, you'll see an XP right up there. You get 5 just for being in the session. So you ought to get an automatic 5, and then for each Fabula point experience, boop, 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 boop. Let me get to the exact, because I think it's Fabula points divided by 2. Get an automatic 5, and yeah, it's Fabula points divided by 2. So how many Fabula points did we spend?
I spent 2.
I spent 2.
Yeah,
I had
spent,
3. I spent all 3.
I
2,
spent
4,
1. I spent
5.
1.
And that, so I heard 2, 2, 1, and 3.
Yeah.
5, 7, 9. 9 divided by 2.
No, it was 8, right? 4,
8.
2, 2, 3, 1.
2, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, 8. Sorry, I'm terrible at math. 8, so that's 4. So everybody gets 9 experience points.
Fun.
And I would like to just give 1 point just because it was our first game together, and I thought it was a pretty good game, and I enjoyed running it. So give yourself that extra 1 bonus experience point, and that would give you a level up if you change that there.
Yeah.
And that little fingers there, it says level up. Just click on that. Boom.
Nice.
You have now leveled. Now,
What? Oh, I see it.
Now, if we pick this game up in the future, you have a level to spend where you can increase the level of one of your classes. All of you, most of you only have 2 classes. So for those of you with 2 classes, you could add a 3rd class to the mix. Or you could increase one of the skills that you have by 1 point if your skill allows it. Or you could add another skill to your sheet from any of the character classes that you have. Those of you with 3 classes, I'm sorry, you cannot add a 4th class just yet, but you could add a skill or increase the potency of any skill that you currently have. And that's Fabula Ultima. That was a normal encounter. Honestly, the only reason it took as long as it did was because of the dice being cursed. But as you can see, the hit points, they were kind of balanced to, to go down within 3-4 hits on average.
Mhm.
System is supposed to move a little bit quicker, but cursed dice sometimes happen. But yeah, that's it. That's Fabula Ultima for you guys. I hope you guys liked it.
Well, that was a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed listening to us play this one-shot as much as we enjoyed playing it. I'm sure that we will come back to this world another time in the not-so-distant future. Next session, we play Brindlewood Bay. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back again soon.